What's going on, everybody? My name is LB the Realist. This is Surrealistic Studios, where the real is surreal. So, we got Morgan Freeman now. He's the next one on the list. They had got Bill Cosby already. Now they're going after Morgan Freeman. Another 80-year-old black man that was trying to do some good in the black community. Now they want to attack him with baseless accusations and allegations. Excuse me. This whole situation has just got me. Like, I was one of those people where I feel like I'm mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm black and I'm Puerto Rican. And I acknowledge that there's African and Puerto Rican. Like, African culture has influenced the Caribbean islands. So, I understand what it's like on both sides. I understand what it's like to be an African American in America, living it out, and I understand what it's like to be of Puerto Rican descent, having African in you, and the combination of both. That's my experience. So I knew racism existed, institutional racism and other racism, forms of racism, bigotry, hatred. I knew these things existed. I know they exist. But I didn't know to the extent of how far-reaching its power is. It can infect people. It can infect people that don't even believe that they're racist. It can infect people that aren't racist and that aren't bigots. Racism is a virus. And yeah, I honestly believe that racism does play a part in this. Why, do you ask? Why is it that the first person that's been had these allegations put out on them, the first person, the face of the Me Too movement, is Bill Cosby? Now, right after Bill Cosby, they wanted to attack R. Kelly. They're going after Kanye West. Now Morgan Freeman. Morgan fucking Freeman. With accusations of him flirting with women. They pulled up video clips of Morgan Freeman flirting with women. And they're trying to paint this as if it's sexual assault or sexual misconduct, or as if he made these women feel uncomfortable. Morgan Freeman is an 80-year-old black man, an 80-year-old actor. And you guys want to I just can't even believe this shit. I can't believe, I didn't think that racism was so bad. Like, I knew it was bad. I know it's bad. I just didn't know how far reaching it is. Like, I just didn't know it went that fucking far. To the point where it could literally make you believe something as a person that's not racist, as a person who believes that you're not a bigot. It can make you fall in line to the whole institution. And it's incredible. It's incredible how they're using the Me Too movement, and they're using black women to go against black men. And I'm seeing this shit right before my eyes, and it's incredible. It's incredible the lack of support that black actors have for each other, and that the black community has, a lot of the black community has, for black actors and our elders. I'm not saying that we have to automatically take their side and their word for it and all. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is We have to be able to think critically, and when accusations that are baseless and hearsay and ridiculous, quite frankly, when they come out against 80-year-old black men in our community, we just let that shit fly. We let it fly, and we attack them too, and we go off the word of the mainstream media or other people or accusations. There's this thing now where we're supposed to believe the accusers, and we're supposed to believe all the allegations before any evidence is presented. Now, it's one thing to listen to somebody and to acknowledge somebody who says that something has happened to them. It's a whole entire another thing to believe them and to take their word for it and to condemn the accused because of the words of the accusers. That's not right, and that's not how this country is supposed to be. That's not how the world is supposed to be. Think about it think about it just for a few seconds, but obviously you need more than a few seconds. You got to really think about this. There's people right now accusing people of things that are baseless, without evidence, going back to years ago. And a lot of these stories are just, they're nothing. Oh, he massaged my shoulders and I felt violated. Look, an 80-year-old black man massages your shoulders, you feel violated. Okay, you know, we feel how we feel. I'm not going to take that away from you. But to blow it out of proportion, as if this man is some kind of sexual deviant and he held you down against your will, and to try to paint it as if it's some kind of monstrous moment, it's fucking shameful. This whole situation is disgusting. It's disgusting, and I see the racism in it. Think about the way they're painting these black men, Morgan Freeman, Bill Cosby. Think about the way they paint them all. This big black man, and he held me down. He was so strong and forceful. And in the 60s, in the 70s, he was that strong and forceful as a black man in the 60s and 70s. He didn't give a shit about law, white supremacy, the police. No, he was that powerful back then. Really? And it's sad because a lot of people believe this shit. That's the most fucked up part about it, is people actually believe this shit. That's the most fucked up. It would be one thing if we just had all of these people accusing people of shit, and the people, the American people, the world could fight back like, no, fuck you guys. Where's the evidence? Okay, well, where's the evidence? We'll go through the story, and as soon as we find out they're bullshitting, we toss them to the side like they're nothing. Because it is nothing. But instead, we have people that co-sign this shit. And they believe them, and they condemn the accused without having a day in court, without having, we're entitled to a fair trial, a fair and speedy trial. And then when we do get one, look at what happened to Bill Cosby. Settled out of court in 2004, 2005. Settled the case, sealed it. The case was reopened. It was a mistrial. They came back the next year, tried him again, and found him guilty. A jury of 12 of his peers, so-called peers, which, mind you, there were only 2 black people on the jury. And the whole thing was set up from day one. From the jurors, to the DA, to the judge, the prosecution. The whole system was set up. The Me Too movement, mainstream media, Instagram, Facebook. slaughtered Bill Cosby in the media, slaughtered him all over the web, off baseless, inconsistent stories. Now look at what happened to Morgan Freeman. I'm 10 minutes into this video. Those of you that are still watching either are really into this story or you just really like me. And I appreciate you guys. This is from USA Today. And it's entitled, Morgan Freeman on Sexual Harassment Allegations. I did not assault women. This is 6 hours ago by Charles Ventura and Maev McDermott. Morgan Freeman released a new statement late Friday in the wake of multiple allegations of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior, saying he did not assault women nor create unsafe work environments. An investigation published Thursday, CNN, reported details of the 80-year-old actor's alleged pattern of unwanted advances on women while he was on movie sets, at media junkets, or working with his production company, Revelations Entertainment. For the story, CNN spoke with 16 people, fake news CNN, by the way. For the story, CNN spoke with 16 people who say they were either subjected to Freeman's behavior or witnessed his alleged misconduct. He denied the accusations in a statement to USA Today and followed it up with a longer account Friday night. All victims of assault and harassment deserve to be heard. Let me repeat. All victims of assault and harassment deserve to be heard. The statement read, according to the New York Times, and we need to listen to them. But it is not right to equate horrific incidents of sexual assault with misplaced compliments or humor. That is exactly what they're doing to him right now. Misplaced compliments or humor. And I don't even think they're misplaced. You know, y'all need to grow the fuck up. People that believe these accusing ass women need to grow the fuck up and learn to do more research before you just believe people. Learn to be more critically in tuned. Question, you ever heard that shit? Question everything. Question everything. Please. Go back and look at this shit. Just look at it. Oh my God. I feel like I'm talking to a wall with a lot of people. Because I already hear the comebacks. I hear it already. And it's like, no, what the fuck are you, what? Let me continue. I'm sorry. I admit that I am someone who feels the need to try to make women and men feel appreciated and at ease around me, he said. He added, the Times reported. As a part of that, I would often try to joke with and compliment women in what I thought was a lighthearted and humorous way. Clearly, I was not always coming across that way, the way I intended. But I also want to be clear, Freeman said, according to the Times. I did not create unsafe work environments. I did not assault women. I did not offer employment or advancement in exchange for sex. Any suggestion that I did so is completely false. The Screen Actors Guild, which bestowed Freeman with his prestigious Life Achievement Award in January, said Thursday it was considering revoking the honor. These are compelling and devastating allegations which are absolutely contrary to all steps that we are taking to ensure a safe work environment for the professionals in this industry, a statement from SAG-AFTRA reads. Any accused person has the right to due process. But it is our starting point to believe the courageous voices who come forward to report incidents of harassment. Did you catch that? Any accused person has the right to due process, but it is our starting point. It is our starting point to believe the courageous voices who come forward to report incidents of harassment. It is their starting point to believe the accusers versus waiting for evidence and fact. A day in court, corroboration, witnesses, further testimonial. No, it is their starting point to believe the accusers. Unbelievable. So they attribute victimhood to these people that accuse without any evidence. And they automatically put them in the category of victims and survivors. Mind you, they have not presented any evidence at this point. There's no evidence, little cooperation with people that are, outside of this whole sphere. Inconsistent stories, lying, flat out lying. But it is their starting point to believe these people. That's incredible. So they're considering taking away his award, his Lifetime Achievement Award, because of allegations that haven't been proven. Or allegations of shit that people knew already, really, that he flirted with women and made comments. There was one report that he tried to lift some girl's skirt. Let me continue here. Credit card company Visa pulled commercials featuring Freeman. Already, Visa pulled the commercials featuring Morgan Freeman. The story just came out. It literally just came out a day or two or three ago. Like, it just hit. And they're already pulling his commercials? Now you tell me, who have they done this to that's white? Let me know in the comment section below, because if I'm wrong, I would like to correct myself. If they've done this to somebody that's white, correct me, please. I'm not speaking this out of arrogance, or I'm not challenging you. I'm really being honest and sincere. I want you to put it in the comment section below so that I can correct myself and further correct other people. But so far, I think they're using the Bill Cosby treatment, which I heard from Harvey over at Your World, the YouTube channel. Love that guy. So let me continue here. I know I'm just bear with me. The company said in a statement, "We are aware of the allegations that have been made against Mr. Freeman. At this point, Visa will be suspending our marketing in which the actor is featured." So because they did that, Seth Rogen actually came on and put in his bid to fill his spot immediately. Wow. Freeman won a Supporting Actor Academy Award for 2004's $1 Million Baby. Joins a list of more than 150 Hollywood figures, journalists, other high-profile men who have been accused of varying degrees of sexual misconduct in the months since Harvey Weinstein's downfall. Galvanized survivors to come forward with their Me Too stories. Me Too stories. They put it in quotes. Me Too stories of famous men's misdeeds. Again, that was USA Today. And that was just written 6 hours ago, or published 6 hours ago. I can't deal. Like, I don't know how to... I'm still processing all of this. This is incredible to me. It's disgusting. It really hurts me that they're doing these people like this. And it hurts me so much more worse that so many people are believing the bullshit without thinking critically, without questioning everything. And especially hurts me that so many people in so-called alternative media, you know what I'm saying, are going along with the mainstream media or the mainstream narrative that we should believe the accusers before anything else. That's not right. And you know what? I'm not the only one that feels like that. So anybody that says, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and, you know, look, you stall me out with all that shit, because I know women who think that this is bullshit, that know that this is bullshit. So the fact that so many people are unaware or just naive, that they don't think that the mainstream media would come up with something like this. They don't think that all these women would just come out against one person. Like, there's no reason in the fucking world that all of these women would come out and say the same thing about one person. There's no reason. There's just no reason for it. It would never happen in America. It just never happens. There's no incidents of people falsely accusing people of rape and sexual misconduct, sexual assault. It doesn't happen. Nah, it doesn't happen, right? It especially doesn't happen to rich black men that try to do some good in their community. Look at the people they're going after. Bill Cosby and Morgan Freeman. Rich, black, old, trying to do good in their community. And a lot of black media, or so-called black media, they're not even doing their due diligence with this shit. They're not even... You would think that we'd have more pride in ourselves, that we would have more more know-how. You know, we'd have more fucking sense than to just believe all this shit. You think that we'd be okay, we know the history of this country, we know what the fuck these people like to do. They like to tear us down, and I honestly believe in my heart of hearts, and you can say what you want about me, but I honestly believe this is all about tearing apart the black community. This isn't about Me Too, rape, sexual assault. Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, and that's a slap in the face, and it is a spit in the face of all the real women out there who have to deal with real, very real cases of rape, sexual assault, sexual misconduct, real shit that women have to go through. Being kidnapped and tortured and forced to marry their rapists at young ass ages. But we got women that are called victims and survivors that had their fucking their shoulders massaged. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I hope that this video woke at least one person up, or I at least hope that it got some people to think. Just think more deeper about this whole situation. I know I'm being kind of incoherent and I'm going on tangents, and it took me 10 minutes to even read the damn article, but this is my first video in like 2 weeks, something like that. I've been recording because I've been working a lot, and working tires me out. I got to be up early in the morning, and I commute like 30 minutes away. I know, excuses. I'm going to get back on top of this shit, but just know, this shit is really bothering me. It's had a hold on me. That's why I've been kind of stuck on this whole Me Too, Bill Cosby accusation thing. That's been kind of the main focus of my channel for the last couple of weeks. Even though I've been recording too much, like I made a few videos about, Bill Cosby, and it's just been weighing heavy on me because there's so much implicated in this movement, in this Me Too movement, in the Bill Cosby case, now with Morgan Freeman, and this whole thing that they're doing right now. Like, to me, it's all connected. This has to do with our justice system, our democracy, how we view and process information, how we view and process each other as people. As black men, as white men, as black women, as white women, Mexican women, Cuban women, all different cultures and ethnicities. To me, it's all connected. And I see a huge issue, and I don't see enough people seeing it for what it is. That's why I'm so stuck on it, because I don't see enough people in agreement. Like, yeah, this is definitely what it is. I see a portion of my community, but it's not a large enough portion where I'm like, okay, we get it. No, we don't get it. We're not getting the point right now. And I know to a certain extent, I'm not getting the full spectrum. But I am. I'm gonna get it. And I'm starting to see it for what it is. And again, it hurts me because I didn't think that it was this. I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad to where racism could infect another person and in turn not create another racist, but it creates a safe space for racism within another portion of the community, if that makes any sense. Because until you realize what's going on, until you see it for what it is, you're complacent. I mean, you're complicit. You're like, you're indirectly causing, or not causing, you're indirectly a part of this. You're egging it on. You're instigating this whole thing because you refuse to see the bigger picture. You refuse to think critically. You refuse to look at evidence, and you want to believe people because they give you a sob story. You're operating off of emotion and not logic. I'm not saying we should never operate off of emotion, just not pure emotion. Think about it. Think about it. The media knows what they're doing. Think about it. They want you to feel the way you feel. They want you to feel that way. Think about it. Why are they so invested in this? This is going to take me fucking forever to upload. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember to have love in your hearts, peace in your souls. Keep spreading that enlightenment. Keep fighting. Keep thinking critically and question everything. This is some bullshit. You know, this is some bullshit what they're doing. I believe in Dr. Bill Cosby. I could be totally fucking wrong, but from what I've seen and heard, it doesn't add up to me. It does not fucking add up. And what they're doing to Morgan Freeman is straight up nonsense and disgusting that they would do this to an elderly person. This man is 80 years old. Leave this man alone. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video if you like, share it if you feel as though it's shareable, and subscribe to me if you haven't before. I'm trying to get these numbers up, trying to get these videos up for you guys. I'm working hard trying to pay bills at the same time, so continue to bear with me. I appreciate you guys, and I miss you guys. Shout out Nico House, Uncle Tim Black, justinform.com. Justinform, I created my account, and it's coming along. I like it so far, and I can't wait until more updates are added and we really get the ball moving on this. Shout out, you know, Ebon. Shout out Independent Outsider. Shout out Holly Seeliger. Shout out Jamarl Thomas. Shout out everybody, man. I love y'all. Shout out Winkle the Burning Bro. If I missed you, just know I'm thinking about you. I miss my YouTube community. And I hope that we can really come together on issues like this, and we can really change the perspective. Because right now, we're going off of the mainstream news perspective, and it's not gonna do us any good as progressives, as you know, political commentators. We need to really be thinking critically about these issues and not just go along with the main current. So with all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? I'm out.